welcome in readers who are now not just readers. The Privateer
You've been
podcast
promoted.
pilot, the
Been promoted to
PPP.
listeners. Congratulations.
I am Empress Jessica, and I'm being joined by.
Hi, hello. I'm Dammitbelle, but you can just call me Belle, baby. Yeah.
Hello, I'm DeadEye Dray. You may know me from such productions as What Is Going On and Welcome to the Podcast.
What is going on?
Good.
I don't know
What
that
is going on?
Well, that's what we need to find out. What is going on? Why are we recording? Why aren't we writing?
We're doing this because this is designed for the anniversary of Privateer.
The
Wow,
anniversary?
Yeah, I know.
This will be out on the anniversary, won't it?
I don't actually know the exact anniversary.
I'm pretty sure the first ever article was November 6th.
Issue, actually. It was 2 articles.
Sorry. The first ever
Okay.
issue. I had many issues.
I mean, it very easily could have been one, because it was essentially just like me talking about a thing, and then the other one was just my opinion on the thing. It very easily could have been one article.
Yeah.
Really, but,
issue 1 was November the 9th. And the date of one of why I'm giving myself so much time to edit it. Season 14 just came out to an amazing launch, but we're not going to talk about that because we will cry.
Well, and more so, I've not actually played it yet, so I couldn't talk about it if I wanted to.
Have you not?
The Privateer, will you play the update eventually?
I've been busy, okay.
We get there.
We'll get there.
Yeah. We get there.
Because I did decide that
we're talking about other things. Sorry, go on.
I decided that SOT needed a podcast because it's amazing how CFP's been out for nearly 7 years and it's not a podcast. So here we are.
There isn't.
It's
Very
not a
first
single
podcast for CFPs.
CFP's podcast. We're the one and only.
We are trailblazers. We are seeking new shores.
I remember Godfather had one for a little bit.
Chatfather.
No, it was called Thoughts of the Damned, actually.
Oh, okay.
Which I thought was quite clever.
Podfather.
Podfather. Oh no.
We're already getting derailed. This is perfect.
Yeah, so
I never actually watched them.
Why can't we just write this? Why are we talking about this? I guess to get back on track.
It's a good question.
Main idea of the podcast was we can just discuss recent articles we've done in like the last X times since lost podcast, anything going on in SOT that we couldn't really put into words, or even things that wouldn't make a big article but someone could just chat about. Like, we don't need to make an article going, oh look, season 14 is missing some of its features, because everyone knows it. But we can talk and rant about it.
Yeah,
we can.
Everyone loves a chat. Like we were just saying before this, we've got great charisma. I've got a charisma of Dre said 2, which I thought was quite nice of him.
I mean, if people at home think this is mean, I also said I have 0. Jess is carrying all the charisma.
That's true.
Her mighty 4 charisma.
Yeah.
4?
Yeah.
4, yeah.
Not to swear, but I'm going to be good and try not to swear. Not good in the first 2 minutes.
Wait, we can't swear?
We can swear. I will just edit it.
I'm going to say, this is a podcast. Well,
are you going to do like a
private name anyway?
Oh, I'm waiting to do. Oh god.
Well, actually, yeah. I mean, maybe we should start there since it's anniversary thing, like how Privateer came to be. Actually,
yeah,
go for it.
So, I was just like really bored one night, and like it was I forget the season when the trans flag got added. Now, what season was it? Season 10. Yeah, it was like just around season 10's launch, and they like just revealed like the flag for the community day, and like which was very obviously like based off the trans pride flag. But it was really funny because it was just it gave way to like I wouldn't call it a debate, more so just like a shouting match on Twitter where like a lot of people were like either just denying that it was that or being like calling it work garbage or whatever. And I thought it was quite funny and I was like, you could write a newspaper about this. And so I went into Godfather's stream, and he was talking about it, and I said that to him, and he was like, I can't remember the reason he gave actually, but he basically said no, a newspaper for SOT wouldn't work, and so then I just went and did it like that night, and I wrote about that.
Wrong.
Yeah, and it was, I mean, like, not a very good article looking back, and especially like, I've since actually remastered that issue. But like when I first made it, it was just really weirdly formatted as well. There was like no margin at all. It was really low quality. I did it in MS Paint, just basic MS Paint, which meant that like any time I made a mistake in my text, but I'd already clicked out the text box, I couldn't go back and fix it. I had to like draw over it and then like make a new text box. It was a nightmare. I quickly moved to Paint.net, and then yeah, Jeff started writing for me, and I think issue 3, I think it was your first article. Or was it issue 4?
How did that come about? How did Jess come to
Jeff
be involved?
Issue 4, the Skull of Siren song was my first.
Issue 4, okay.
Because it was straight on my knees of it.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I can remember, Jeff just started writing stuff, and I was like,
okay,
put this in your newspaper. I was like, okay, yes, dear.
And then at some point we abducted Dray.
You did abduct me.
Yeah, I actually can't remember how.
I think Dray reached out to you saying I had an idea.
Did you?
I think
I
what
honestly
happened
can't remember. But
I can't remember what we were talking about in particular. It might have been the changes in season 11 coming, or it might have been around season 10. But I was in one of Jess's streams talking about this, and
okay, that's
like,
ringing a
you
bell.
used to get in contact with Belle and say these ideas, and I did.
Yeah.
And then you kidnapped me.
Here we are, over 30 plus issues later. I could be cheeky and say over 40 issues later to make you release like 10 in the next like week, but I'm not going to.
We are.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
Don't do that, please. I couldn't.
Well, speaking of like releasing 10 in the next week, should we say, because we haven't really done that much since like Sotfest. I think the last thing was
issue 32.
The reason
30 was the Sotfest one.
Yeah. But the reason why is because I've just been really busy, basically.
Yeah, I think life got busy.
Life is a bit like, you know.
As well as it's been in this weird state.
It has been in a weird state.
It has, well, yeah. I've not been playing much either, and so like I can't really write about a game I'm not playing.
Yeah,
you know.
Instead, you just edit for us.
Bit difficult. Yeah, but even that I'm not really doing because I'm busy and tired.
The Nekomata of many ideas.
True.
But yeah, Salt is in a bit of a weird state. But I do want to know from y'all, when did you know you were kind of like hooked into Salt?
I forget the exact year now, but it was during one of the lockdowns. Probably the first one, I think. Anyway, my friend Norks, who you'll know, he was studying like, I can't remember he was doing some sort of games art course in college at the time, but obviously during COVID he was at home, whatever. But his games art teacher happened to be Captain Crossbones, who you might know streamed SOT and made a SOT fan game, and is making he was making a second one. I'm guessing
he still is basically because Unreal Engine 5 dropped. He decided he wanted to remaster the first one, then go on to that one.
Yes, yeah, that was it.
It's with Seg. We love Seg.
Yes, but we'll actually.
So maybe in the show notes we'll put a link to that fan game, so you can go and try it out.
Yeah, it's free to play, definitely. And it's like
it's very good.
Yeah, it's a really short game to play, but very much worth it. Yeah, a lot of Easter eggs.
I'm just saying for the second game, Crossbones, because I know you listen to this, Crossbones. I know you're listening. This is just for you. This entire podcast is just for you, Crossbones. Where's our Easter egg? Okay.
Come on, where's the Easter egg? We can put like.
I'm not going to believe Crossbones.
Norks has an Easter egg. If Norks can get an Easter egg,
if Norks can get one, come on.
So
the bar's low.
It was
you can't say that. You can't.
Cut that.
Well, Norks was essentially a playtester for it, and you found like places where you could like get stuck and stuff.
I'm not cutting that.
Because that's always been a
specialty.
Sort has been fucking black screening in rocks.
Love black screening and rocks. I think that's one of the things.
But
that really
anyway,
the game.
derailed again though. Yeah, Captain Crossbones was Norx's teacher, and yes, also streamed Sea of Thieves. So got into it. Got back into it through him. Cause I had played it a couple times before. Like not much, just like on release year, a couple of school friends did like, and then kind of dropped it. But yeah, that's when I like. It piqued my interest again, and that's when I really got into it. Watching his streams really helped me get back into it, and then through him, I got into other communities. Yeah, met people like Gosfather.
Yeah, I mean, like you were
all kinds of people.
I always saw you around on Twitter quite a bit.
Yeah, I was in a lot of streams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did Dray get into it? Or never were hooked?
Dray knew they were hooked back in the closed beta in 2018.
Wow, sir.
Like, I'd done 1 or 2 sessions of the technical alpha beforehand, and that was a lot of fun. But then just doing the closed beta where it was kind of like floodgates open to everyone, and just getting, I don't know, just having that more random kind of chance of what are these people up to? What are they going to be doing? What am I going to be doing? Where am I going to be looking? And yeah, it was just a really cool feeling of sailing around. All you could really do back then was dig
and sail around, innit?
And sail around. But it was a new map completely. It felt like an entire voyage going from one corner to the other and then trying to remember.
Yeah. I will say, even back before I was like probably hooked in it, like one of the things that like, immediately caught my eye with it was just like its art style for me.
Yeah.
I thought it was just like super unique and like.
Which I will point out, like gorgeous. It has been 7 years and it still does look gorgeous.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, there's
the stylized
really well.
But
yeah,
like it looks really good.
Brilliant example, in my opinion, of why going for realistic graphics is just annoying and pointless. Like, at least obviously to an extent, it isn't. But yeah.
Yeah,
anyway,
my hook actually took a while because I played the game on the first week of launch, and I did a couple merchant sales, bit of gold hoarding, went, this game is not good solo. Which is an issue because everything I'd watched from it from a beta was a galley cruise. Friends, role playing the whole team. And here's me going, I want to play this, but it just didn't work.
Yeah.
And so I hopped on like maybe once a month when all the new events came out. Like remember when the Megalodon event came out, which I can't remember the name of. I'm so sorry. I'm a fake SOT fan. There we go.
Yeah, you're a fake SOT fan. Come on.
I was way before. I'd never played that.
Yeah, I logged in, saw what I had to do, and went, yeah, I can't do that solo. So I've been in the game since the first week, but I have nothing for it. And I just kind of just logged into the game once a month, went, yeah, I can't do a solo, bye. And it wasn't actually until first lockdown where sort of stuck in, my friends went, hey, you've got Xbox, right? Yes. It was this funny pirate game. Oh yeah, I own it. Do you want to play it? And it started every night for, I think, 3 months. We're playing Sea of Thieves. And my friends got into it because they'd befriended a streamer who I then decided I used to stream and do YouTube many years ago. I should try it again. Except I'm no longer a kid, so it's fine. And so my first ever stream, though no one watched it except my friends I was streaming with, was on Halloween. Halloween 2020.
Anniversary too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was almost.
And it was with friends going, I can finally do the Gold Hoarder Voyages because I tried them when they first came out, the whole Tall Tales, and went, once again, I was a baby who couldn't barely sail straight on my own, and everyone kept killing me, so I just didn't do anything
straight, babe.
How dare you? But yeah, it was, and then since 2020, I've been hooked the last 4 years. It's an addiction.
It is quite addicting.
It's just sort of like the addicts
keep playing. It's sort of like
I can easily say, hi chat, blowers in the comment section. Get in the comments.
No. No.
What was your first memory comments?
Yeah.
Don't forget to
what
click
your
that like
first
button and smash that sub bell.
First memory of life.
What is your
That's-
do you have a favourite memory? Like one that is crystal clear still in your mind after all these years.
Like I was thinking about this before we started, and I still haven't thought of one really. But one that always does come to mind is fighting Serpent Zedon and singing him. And again, by us singing him, it was Norks really. I was like, he just
Nox seems to be the not the PvP.
I mean, he doesn't. I mean, he's not played in ages now, but he was pretty
Back
good.
in the arena days.
Pretty good.
Yeah, Nox seems to be the goat.
The goat.
The goat.
One of the memory I still have crystal clear was me and two from my friends were like, we're a bit too tired to stream. Let's just do Sea Thieves anyway, which we're going to stream. And because they were still new to the game, we were on a brig and instantly got attacked by a Reaper brig. And we were about to sink. I just literally typed quickly because I have no mic going, my friends are babies. It's like their first week playing. Please. And instantly they stopped. They fixed our ship up and went, you guys are babies. You're teaching them? Let me help. And that very kind boat of Polish crew decided to then sail about with us, and we kidnapped them as a sloop, and we did Glitterbeard.
Nice.
So in the first week of my friends playing the game, they got the whole emotional wave of Glitterbeard.
I've still not even done that.
Have you not? Let's try and do that at some point.
Privateer Special, we'll do it one day.
Privateer
But
Special,
the reason it's so special to me, that memory, is the Polish crew.
Oh, actually, I know a better than me now.
Wide Helmsman.
Came to mind.
Wide Helmsman is the captain of the One Code of Vashon, who, as we may know, does my main pirate reactive I use on streams. And my old one, you can see here. If I'm to edit it now, Jess. But it was thanks to them I also met Merrick, who was then who I glued to last Saltfest 2023, who I then met everyone else from. So all because of one really random interaction where I said, please don't sink us, I know everyone I do now.
That's really cool. Yeah. Yeah.
Right, Bell
you
seems
saying
to have
that has
one.
reminded me of like a situation we found ourselves in. I think we were just asleep, and there was a brig coming towards us. Clearly didn't know what they were doing. So, like, we let them just shoot at our ship a little bit, and then we chatted to them. And then it was like, we don't actually know what we're doing. We've only been playing this for a little while. And then we just started showing them all the different like tricks, like the sword lunge, how to like properly sail a ship, like actually having your sails in the wind and stuff like that. And then we went sailing on that brig for a bit, fought off a kraken. The kraken, like, because our ship had sunk by this point, the kraken killed one of us, and it was like, no, we can't save you, friend. And we were really sad about it, but it was just really good. I like it when SOT's like that, when it's just these encounters with people that turn into something wild and funny. And just don't always have to shoot first.
Yeah.
No
one's actually popped into my mind, not because it's just mentioned Glitterbeard. Because I've tried to do Glitterbeard once, so we had a full group to do it, but it just would not work for us for some reason. I don't like, But anyway, before that, it was again for Captain Crossbones' like birthday stream. We all we all like server hopped to the same server together. Like we took over a server, had gotten a Lightning server going basically, and Captain Crossbones was going to be saying with his brother Phil, and Phil was just going to act as if like, oh look, I found an Alliance server. You've got to like get into the server. And then we just scared the shit out of him at Fort Red Amd, basically. And I did like a few Fort Red Amd stacks, a few other things. It was like loads of people with like really cool people who I never thought I was ever gonna like even be able to talk to were there. Like MOC was there. I think was it Bearded Geddon, I think, showed up.
yeah, potentially, yeah.
There were the Gossaver, of course. Who I mean, I'm now pretty good friends with. But yeah, that was a really cool experience, I think. Which, I mean, not exactly, natural by any means, but yeah, it's just a lot of fun. Just cool people. Good time.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And what does Dray have?
What does Dray have?
Dray already.
I kind of
already
like
did
wrapped
give
what
one.
into there. I have like
Yeah.
another one, and I guess that is just.
I know Dray is more.
Do I? I don't know. Do I have more? I guess like doing Shores of Gold for the first time, like not even like
True.
finishing it.
But for me specifically, it was all like I can always remember very distinctly like sailing into the shores of gold with like the
Yes.
music like swelling
Yeah.
and stuff. But then not much after that, like distinctly. Like to be
I
honest.
like how big and empty that island is.
Yeah,
I
no,
think it's changed now.
Yeah,
But
no, like for the first time, it is a pretty cool experience, and like
Yeah.
you do, like it is a
That's-
pretty cool atmosphere.
you wander
And, like,
around like
that's
this is
what
so
that's
alien and weird.
yeah. If there's one thing the OG Tall Tales do well most of the time, it's just atmosphere. I think.
It's one thing
especially.
I'm glad I saved myself with was I'd always avoided everything to do with Shores of Gold. And it was a thing, but obviously it avoided it all. So that when I did get to stream it felt amazing. To be that completely, I don't even know this island. What is this?
Yeah,
like always knowing it's a place, but always avoiding it was just nice.
Yeah. Gold Coast grind. I would never want to do it again, though. By the way, like by and large, I don't really like the original Tall Tales. I think they just don't really hold up very well.
I've played them recently, and they're not bad. It's more the fact that you have to do them 5 times each.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
If it was just to complete it and get the journals, like it is for Pirates of the Caribbean and Monkey Island, they'd be fine. It is the fact they went, yeah, no, I'll just do this 5 more times. I'm like, I've already done it.
Yeah, no, it was just a really lazy way of making a grind, basically. I thought.
I suppose it kind of is in a way.
Yeah, they wanted this big grand grind for this, top tier curse. So
it was a really good curse. So
yeah, but
I guess
it was.
Neither of you were there when it first came out.
I saw
it was randomized.
clips of it, but yeah.
Yeah, so you could literally get like a tiny, like you could like a nipple of gold and nothing else.
Yeah, or you could get like this really intricate gold arm pattern or something.
Of like, I mean, I might be making this up, but wasn't like, couldn't you like get like a nearly like all gold pirate as well? Like
quite close to all gold, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And now we just have the same as everyone else.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah, but, I mean, it does make. I mean, maybe just give us the ability to re-roll it. I suppose.
Even if it just rolls between the different gold hoarders, because all of them have different gold curses.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
But instead, we'll just get the one based on one of them.
Yeah.
It's a real weird thing.
Indeed.
But to curse ourselves, do you guys have a favourite article? Not even just one you wrote, but just a favourite article from Privacy.
I did jot down a couple actually. All one's over. I won't lie.
But
I don't.
It's way too long. That's my problem.
I don't have to go first. I mean, Trey.
Hello.
Hi.
I don't have one in particular. I should like properly researched. I'm apologizing. I could go now, but I just like the ones that talk more about like the game and
that game.
I like all of the articles that are about putting glasses in the game because I think the glasses should be in the game. And why aren't they in the game, Rare? It took, I know it took like 6 years to put masks in, but come on.
Also, why is the original Master Limber beard slot? Get out of there.
Yeah, why is that one still there? Just move it along. Well, I know it's a bit of a mess, but move it along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, no. First one I jotted down was it was an issue 10 article, just quite simply called fan game (parentheses S) like multiple games maybe to feature at a sort of which was again bringing up a third time now was an interview with Captain Crossbones because yeah, don't know if you know, but at Sotfest he was originally he was planning to be like showing off both of his games, like The Secret, that's what it's called. I forgot what it's called earlier. The Secret of Porta Piratica is what his current fan game is called. And he's going to be showing off his one he's working on. Obviously, as Jess explained, didn't get it, not finished yet. So, but he still ended up showing off Portal by Vertigo. He had like 2 PCs with it to play on. It was a lot of fun to play there. But yeah, no, it was an interview about the game he was working on, and it was just I don't know, it was really cool. It was I think the first and I only interview we've done. I still think.
We could probably do some more.
We'd wanted to do some more.
Yeah.
We're just organising them and being like, what do I even want to talk about? Which I couldn't just talk about ourselves.
Yeah, but I don't know, I just liked it because it actually felt like I was actually like, properly reporting something for once because it was technically exclusive to use a word.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah.
So it's like it just felt cool.
Some of my favourites that I can know off by heart. Talking about Game Blast, which was also once again when we got our hats. That was we were part of a charity stream, but I've also the articles wrote about the Orbmus and giving stuff. I'm a big fan of charity. Who knew? I'm a charity. Please donate. No.
You know what Clement Attlee said about charity? Shall I not go over?
The game has done a lot with charities in the past, and the Game Blast was amazing to take part of, especially because we just hijacked a friend's stream. Thank you, Rasheen, for letting us hijack you.
Oh, yes, we did do that.
Yep. We stacked over 20 chests in one mega stream. Where I had the rap. I still have that rap hidden somewhere, but...
That article, actually, no, I remember that. That was fun to edit as well.
Yeah, life's too short to the Game Blast.
Just, something good to edit about.
Issue 21, which also included 2 blue hats, our greatest thanks, because we got nominated and went, who needs a blue hat? Went, Dray already has one.
Yes, Dray did.
Dray does.
But much deserved. Much
Well,
before our time. Dray's very old, you see.
I'm so old.
Yeah.
And other articles I know I love, us slagging off our merch store that doesn't exist.
True. True.
One day maybe it'll be back.
I think I'm actually currently writing an article about, so...
Yeah, there we go. A little tease for you. A sea of teas.
Which will probably be out by now as the issue.
Private teas? Oh my god.
Anyway,
another one I love writing, I can say, was in issue 17. It was just quite a thing called Bug Night! ! And it was just I forgot what season it was during, but it was just when like it was just like this one evening where it was just some absolutely insane bugs going on. Basically, like tons of people, like entire inventories were just like reset to default, and like it got caught happening in real time. Some people, including who I featured it in this issue, Warsmith Graves, who he saw that as like, oh my god, I've become a meme now. It was really funny. But yeah, it was just so bizarre. It was like people's insider awards were getting reissued. Someone that got like, you've been awarded 2 insider holes. It was just like, it was just like
when that was, but
it was.
It was Monday, January 29th.
Yes, I don't know. It was in January. But like that insider book happened to mute the smell, I remember, and someone else. But yeah, just really bizarre bugs that we just like haven't really seen before or since, and like it only lasted like a really short period of time. But I was sort of like writing it as it was happening, and like more stuff started happening and like got tweeted about. It was.
So I was even a lot of fun. Streaming it live as it happened to me.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
I saw everyone talk about it on Twitter and went, "I've not been hit." Made a joke
about it 5
minutes later.
And, early in the day, Rare had already announced like a maintenance period for the next day, and it happened like just later that day. Yeah, really bizarre. That was a lot of fun to write about, though, because it was just really funny. Luckily, I hadn't been playing at the time, so it didn't happen to me. Because that would have been a nightmare. Oh, and one person's entire emote wheel got swapped for default dance. I remember. Just really bizarre stuff. Yeah.
Does Dray have any favourites? Looking at our long archive.
Check out the archive.
The archive. Link somewhere. Jess, put it somewhere later, please.
I'll put it spinning on the screen,
Yeah.
I don't know how to edit that. Why am I saying this to myself?
Put it spinning on the screen and then put like explosions on either side of it.
I do like it when things explode.
I don't know how to do this stuff, but sure.
You can learn.
Yeah, Dray, do you have any favourite articles?
I liked MacGuffin's article, Who Killed the Mysteries. That was nice to get a guest in.
MacGuffin, it's always nice to have MacGuffin, right?
Yeah.
See, that was all in the issue 30, the Softfest special.
MacGuffin is my next kidnap target. I won't lie to you.
Oh, what, for the group in general?
I was kind of joking.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it would be nice, MacGuffin, you know.
I can't drag him in.
I can't go on kidnapping people.
You're good at it, though.
I know, this does make a nice segue on. So yeah, the fact that for Softfest 2024, we had a physical paper.
We did.
Much to the light of a nerd.
It's very cool. I've got 2 copies. I know it might seem vain, but I've got 2 copies framed. There's a good reason for it. I'm looking at them right now, right above my desk. Because one, I was getting people to sign myself throughout the day at Softfest, and then I just got surprised with another copy which the entire Softfest team had signed, which was very cool. So I mean, I had to I can't, you know, those are both really cool. Had to frame them both. So yeah. But yes, physical pirate newspaper.
Yeah, you know, pirate newspaper is not going to do any well.
Exactly. You know, it's pretty unique. A lot of fun to make. I mean, if you couldn't tell, I'm kind of into newspapers. I collect newspapers. I've got quite a collection now. Yeah, and I've always wanted to like print my own. I mean, I just love print media in general. And yeah, it just felt like a good opportunity to do it. Softfest, really. I just handed them out. Well, not just me, but Dray and Jezebel handed them out just for free at Softfest.
And the fact that we got a lot more character space and guest writers, as we said, MacGuffin. We also got sea clues.
Lots, very, very, very long articles, much more in depth.
There's a lot of
yeah. It was a broadsheet newspaper as well, as you mentioned, and about tabloid.
Meow.
Proper broadsheets.
Broadsheet, a proper newspaper.
Big and bulky.
Which I had fun. Both we got custom art of our group for. By Frog.
By Amelia, aka Frog Food, who also did the masthead for us. Excellent artist.
And our
mostly
logo.
Pixel artist, but yes, and our logo, which don't use very much actually, but yes. Maybe we have rank for it. Sea Clues, of course. MacGuffin, of course. Jess wrote through it. Our Conspiracist, still don't know who that is. They sent something through it.
They did.
Yeah, unfortunately, like.
I think we should have like an article investigating who this could be.
We really should investigate
That's
that.
a lot of effort.
That is a lot of effort, I guess.
Wait, we haven't done the issue for a while. We'll do that first, okay?
Yeah.
True.
But no.
Issue coming soon, TM.
We had fun also making some fake adverts.
Yes, well.
I think
mostly
it'd be nice to do
they
more.
were, but it's a lot of fun. I mean, and I mean, we're gonna talk about future plans later, but like I've already said on Twitter, like I am planning to do another one for 2025, and this time I don't know, it might be nice to like just have a bit more variety. I'm hoping to have like some puzzles this time, maybe. That'd be nice.
And this time we won't leave it till the final month and final week to get it printed.
Well, listen.
We got very lucky that the printing company was in my city.
Well, exactly, and they're not moving anytime soon, I don't think.
But I have is the issue. Something I've not really talked about on Twitter or YouTube much is I moved city to go uni, which is why I've been kind of bad at doing everything I'm doing. I mean, I'm here now, and I'm going to learn to edit this. I promise I will do also other YouTube videos one day, maybe.
She will.
You know, you will.
She will.
We'll kick you.
Yeah. I'll throw tofu at you.
Yeah, we'll throw Toto. Yeah, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, Softfest is also special because it's once again where we all met.
It's where
it is. Yeah, it's where Jess and I met. Yes. In 23. Also kind of an anniversary, sort of.
Yeah, we just made it our anniversary. It's like we don't know when our date was. Softfest, is it?
I mean, we could find out very easily.
But it's
very easily.
That is
it'd be really easy. It's just like a search in our Discord DMs.
But no, it was a very interesting weekend, and I'm glad we started the Softfest weekend with the fact that on Thursday, I just went, can we just do a cool friend hangout?
Yes,
a cool friend hangout was what happened.
Japanese food and bowling.
Yeah,
Good combo.
I still apologize for I feel like making that later than it should have been.
No, it wasn't late enough actually.
It wasn't late enough.
We ended up at Village most nights, so
yeah.
Well, that's just because where everyone was. You gotta end up at Village. It's just the rule, okay? That's Fest.
Yeah.
Unless they change venue this next year, which I doubt they will, to be honest.
Well, they've already started teasing it. Music Me's already started teasing Blue, so...
They have, yes.
Have they?
Yeah.
It scares me, because,
Blue?
Yeah, Blue.
Okay, interesting.
Well, I should say, I haven't started working on next issue yet, but...
We've got
I should.
until at least June next year.
I know.
Also, call out post for Dray, obviously, being a deckhand for the lovely Sock Fest crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, you absolutely are. Thank you. You.
Making the wonderful. I don't know what the terms are. The guidebooks, the little pamphlets that they're called.
Yeah, I wrote the. It's not pamphlet book program. That's the word. Program. There you go. Yeah, I wrote that. So if anybody wants to throw that at me next year, saying this is terrible, how did you misspell this grammar? Is awful. Go ahead.
This is why Dre has me as an editor. You see.
Yeah.
So I'm still valuable.
That's why I have you, because I can't English.
No comment on that one.
Parlez-vous anglais?
No, you can English. You just need to stop adding in random lines in your text for no reason.
Commas and full stops and
just
repeat myself.
No, the commas you're getting better with. It's just the lines. I can't bear the lines. They actually really fuck up, especially in Scribers. So yeah.
When you say lines, what do you mean by lines?
Like she'll just press enter, start a new line, but not a new paragraph, just a new line, because she'll distinguish between paragraphs with a double line, like an actual space between them. But sometimes, in a paragraph, new lines will just be started for no reason.
As well.
It's why are you doing this to me?
Got it all out.
No, don't.
No, we'd love to show them how the sausage is made.
Yeah. I could talk about how it's made a little bit. I mean, not really much to it.
One thing
sorry, go on.
One thing that was discussed at Salt Fest, which we still haven't even wrote about, and we keep going, yeah, we should, was the whole sea of teas we got on the final day, and we just not got around to it.
Yeah,
did we
we've still not discussed the Skeleton Briggs.
Oh, yeah, true.
And other ideas they mentioned.
Talk about them. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know.
What you got to remember is, it was just Mike saying things at the end of the day. And no
how
shade
Twitter
to Mike.
is.
Well, no, it wasn't Mike. I think Shelley confirmed it as well.
Yeah, no, but it was primarily Mike. He was just, and not about Skeleton Big specifically. There was other things too.
Yeah.
He was just saying a lot of stuff. No disrespect to Mike. I love Mike. He's I have met him twice now in person, and he's lovely.
Yeah, he recognised you, which is scary.
Yeah, I don't know how he did. I don't that was weird.
I mean, what's something that we learnt in the after party was quite a few of our staff, while they don't often share the articles, do see them and share them. That is terrifying.
Yeah.
So
share them internally, which is that's even more worrying because it's
that's kind of
cool. Do you think so?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of cool.
They're
reading it. Hopefully, they're taking positives from it.
Apparently, I hope so. Apparently, a copy of the Sopfest issue is in their whatever room now. I can't remember what Joe called it now.
Isn't it the foyer?
The foyer.
No, it was the main copy room. I think.
I suppose it would be. Yeah, I think we just have a room for community-made stuff. I think
the community room,
but I can't remember. That might have been the phrase she used actually.
Yeah,
I can't remember. Shout out to Joe Toro. She's awesome.
Yeah, we never got to write that article. There's a few articles which I know I've started writing and just went, not enough.
There's one in particular that I've wanted to write, and you just haven't yet. That's a part 2, actually, to Mystics, Witches, and Queers, which is another favourite article of mine. I had a lot of fun writing about that. It was, about how gary the Order of Souls is, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, But point out to me that I like miffed a lot of stuff that was kind of obvious, and so I would like to go back and revisit it.
And that was
Like
also
the appearance potion. I didn't talk about that at all. Like, what's wrong with me?
Yeah, that was during June when we got to unveil the Pride Queer.
Yes,
whatever it calls
the Pride version of the masthead, which again Emilia did for us, and logo.
Emilia's awesome.
Just yay, Emilia is awesome.
Yay, media.
What we need to do is write another article about Hourglass. We've not got enough of those.
I was going to say the same thing as well. Also,
we need to write another article about adventures.
And actually, adventures as well. Yeah, actually. And Hourglass, both contenders. I was going to say also just Arena, though. I'd like to write about Arena more, like my thoughts on it. Cause
it's funny, because I
haven't.
know.
Did you play on both versions of Arena, or was it just the 2.0?
Just for 2.0.
Okay.
I played the original and 2.0.
Original sounds better.
Was it?
Both were weird, especially because I had gone from baby pirate who's scared of fighting to, as it was ending, going, "Oh, I could do a bit of PvP." Oh no, it's gone. Okay.
PvP for me? Oh no, bye.
But yeah, one thing I've had in my notes for a long time was an idea I had for a mini series of look back on seasons. Because if I asked you, Dre, what was season 2?
Season 2 was where they introduced the Lost Shipment voyages.
But instead of doing that as a bunch of articles, it'd be so much easier to do that as a podcast episode. So as a idea.
Actually, talk about it because
it would jog.
If you were to ask me what season 6 was, no, season 6 I can kind of remember. If you were to ask me what season 7 was, I'd be like,
I
season 7 I know by heart
on my head.
Because season 7 was captaincy.
Apart from the only one I can ever remember is season 5, just because I remember that as a firework one.
Firework and
sitting. But
the quest board.
Sitting and the quest board, yeah. Berry and Ben, keep burying, please.
Berry and Ben, shout out.
Berry and Ben, shout out. Best SOT Twitter account, by the way.
Currently, yes.
He's so funny. He just
Editor's note. So this is all being said in the past. If anything bad happens, redact all this.
This was recorded before anything bad.
This is all before the horse allegations. Please,
No.
Trying to downplay the horse allegations.
There are no allegations against Berry and Ben yet.
Regarding horses.
Regarding anything, as far as I know. But horses included in that, yes. I suppose. But anyway, where were we?
We were here.
How a picture idea could be discussing seasons. I mean, I'll point out, that's one good thing they did about season 14, was giving it a name, the Making Mischief update.
I don't know what I think about that as the name, but...
Yeah, but I mean, it's a title.
It's a step up.
Title, at least, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've said this to you two loads. I'll say it again. Like, that's, like, if you want to do a seasonal model, fine. But don't just call it Season 1, Season 2, Season 3. Give it a named update, and suddenly it's way easier to remember. Because I can't remember what happened in any season on top of my head. Like, to be honest, because it's just hard to keep track of. It's just numbers. Like, they don't mean anything.
There's one thing that I'll point out with a game I used to be into, Apex, quite heavily, used to have defined seasons. Where it was called, like, Wild Frontier, Battle Charge, Meltdown, and they were always based around the new map, new characters. And in these days, when you see it on Twitter, it is just called Promotion Season 1 to, like, 20 odd. And you don't know what anymore. Right. And because it's got the names, it just fades in.
Yeah. It does. It's like just a very simple thing. Again, we used to have named updates. I really don't know why they just like decided to stop doing that. It's really weird to me.
Whenever they did season 1, because like season 1 wasn't even like, I guess it's the first season, but it's still quite far in. 2-3 years.
Fortune.
2021 was season 1.
Yeah, and then the third one had A Pirate's Life as a subtitle.
Yeah, season 3 I'll always remember because of that. Because shout out to Pirate's Life, I do love those tall tales.
Yeah,
they're my favorite.
Got a lot of people into the game.
It did.
They did. I want to say something mean, but
I was just like seriously like getting into it when that dropped, so it was perfect time for me. Really.
It's the thing.
I was at my accommodation hunting peak at that point.
I'd been playing it on and off during season 1 and 2, but I never played it hard. Season 3 dropped, and since then I just grinded every season, except for season 5 was the one season I just didn't play because it just content.
Yeah, no. Season 5 was again. I
That
remember
is-
that
this
one
is
because I remember that
something-
as the bad season.
This is
I
something we can
remember like the
discuss
game
on
was
a
just so.
non-pilot.
Yes, true. Very true.
But yeah, speaking of future plans for both a privateer and podcast, is there anything you guys would like to see with privateer? I mean, we have teased for SOTFest 2025.
So yeah, of course that.
Which will
I
be more people.
have a couple times toyed with the idea of trying to find somewhere else to publish it that's not just a generic social media site, but also I kind of like. I don't know if that'd be a good idea. At the same time, like I'm kind of on the fence about that.
Maybe even our own
Maybe.
domain one day. Ooh.
Ooh.
If only we knew a web designer.
If only one of us knew how to make websites.
Yeah, sure. No, like we got the funny blue hats and we did the big SOTFest issue, and since then it's what is our whenever we even set out the goal, it was just writing for sake of writing.
I guess, yeah. What do we kind of want to do? Where do we want to go? What's the trajectory?
Well, I mean, I ask myself that a lot because, I mean, like I said, I've not even played season 14 yet. I've not been playing an awful lot. SOT is in a weird place. It's kind of hard to write about. I'm finding.
It's weird because, like, yeah.
Doesn't mean I want to. I don't want to just like abandon it because I mean, I'm doing SOTFest article issue at least.
This is the thing, as well as we love the community. Love that silence. We love our community.
We love our community.
Well, I thought you were going somewhere else with that.
Yeah, so I thought you were going to continue.
I thought you had something really profound to say there. Just for community,
a little bit
we love
in my opinion, but
well,
But
every community.
yeah, there's stuff in SOT that needs to, I guess, happen. Yeah, it's in a weird spot. I do think this is obviously still. I'm not really discussing 14, but 14's problems aside, when you start playing it, it's all right. Some of the things click. I'm sure it's breaking something else, but waddling around as the barrel felt like something that should have happened when they brought in the barrel disguise. But
yeah,
I still love the seasons. It's just some seasons are more action-packed and filled than others.
Yes, some are more.
I've always found. I think I've had it with every single season. Like they've always just felt too long to me, and I don't know if that's going to be a controversial TM opinion. But like,
it might be because like
they just always seem
pretty quick. I thought.
Did you think it felt? It felt like it went on for ages to me.
Okay.
But they literally they all do. So maybe it's just me. But like even with seasons that I really like with season 3, I still felt like, man, this is like dragging on for like this is like a couple weeks longer than it should be. Like
that's also because season 3, the main feature was the Tall Tales, which you play through once or twice, and then
well, in mine and Norca's case, many times because they were a couple of them were super buggy on release. Yeah. Which is I should maybe I might buy that someday because some of those bugs were some of those bugs are like
seasons 3 only really
I won't lie, they had me and Nork fucking annoyed at points because it was like just it was bad. It was bad on release.
But yeah, in terms of future podcasts, I'd like to do is obviously I'd like to discuss any articles we've wrote because while we all get to write our articles, we don't always get to have those discussions around them or expand on things we say.
Yeah.
So that's what that podcast to be.
And I mean, this comes on to something else I was going to say, actually. It's like, I would like to try and find a way of maybe, like, trying to find a decent way of, like, publishing it with multiple pages. Because, like, the thing with doing that on just Twitter or, Blue Sky, which we're on now.
Or Reddit.
Or Reddit. I've given up with Reddit, basically. Rant about that later. But the thing we're doing on those apps is it just like squashes images down and it just doesn't feel very natural. And apparently on Twitter it harms your like analytics apparently. I don't know
There's
about
so
that.
much that Twitter just keeps
Yeah,
changing.
no, Twitter. I mean, yeah, the reason I've had a Blue Sky. We had a Blue Sky account for a while, and I was posting it to it for a while, but then I stopped because no one actually moved to Blue Sky when we said we were going to. But people actually seem to be doing it now, so gonna start using it more for privacy as well. So look out for that. But yeah, it would be nice to find a way of just having multiple pages in a more like because just to getting your own domain. But then I feel like at that point the articles would just sort of become I feel like the stylization of it. I feel like is sort of part of the charm. Like I like that, just having like a newspaper page on your screen. Trying to maintain that and multiple pages. It's like I can't really think of anywhere to do that really.
Yeah,
it's
a very unique format. It's not easy to do anywhere else.
Yeah, and even more difficult to do as anything than a single page, really, which is the problem. Because I would like to do more pages and probably less frequent releases. I mean, that feels ridiculous to say because I've not done anything in ages. Sorry, but
no, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, because
in my opinion,
it's not always stuff to write about with this game. Unless you want to make stuff to write about, which I try not to do, but have definitely fallen guilty to that occasionally. It's just I've just been total space filler article, which I try to avoid. But
of course, actually make it so it's like this needs to be said, or there feels like a point to this being said.
Yeah, or just
again,
to me, it feels silly to say need to be said. It's a pirate newspaper about a pretty not
funny
huge
pirate game.
Yeah. But just something worth saying, contribute something. Yeah, not just
the overall discussion or whatever the discussion is.
Yeah, just, in a cool way, even if you don't agree with it, it's it's at least still a cool thing. And it hopefully provokes thoughts and stuff. But yeah.
Yes, the reason why I like the podcast formula, as I know it, is we can discuss so many things we can easily do. So we can easily discuss seasons, adventures, which I know Dray will be happy about.
Adventures.
Dray loves adventures. But we can also invite guests along rather than having a guest. I'd also love to get guest articles. If you have ideas, please reach out to us. We are open to guest articles. There's a lot of community members we would happily talk to. And a lot of things we can discuss on here that we can't as easily do in a paper.
Yes.
Hopefully
there's no word limit to a podcast. So
there's only a file limit.
Yes, this is true.
Yes, I'd hope that by next Salt Fest, I'm less of a just this weirdo with a keg following you around.
You are weirdo with a keg.
Mainly, you are the weirdo with the keg. You've got to lean into that more, to be honest.
More kegs, okay.
More kegs, more kegs.
The private keg.
What you got planned for your next prop, Jess?
Currently nothing, because at uni I have no cash for to make anything.
Yeah. Of course. Fair enough. That's fine. You can just focus on the paper then. Maybe this time we'll go 8 pages. Who knows?
This time we won't spend so much.
I mean, I spent less than I was expecting to be fair, about printing. I won't lie to you.
But who knows? But then we might be, the biggest names in all of SOT, as we are the one and only SOT podcast.
The only podcast there is.
The only one.
Officially the only one.
Just don't Google it.
Yeah, don't Google any other ones. Don't worry about them. No. Well, is there anything else that we kind of had discussed on our docket?
No, this was
I think
the pilot.
Yeah, I think we have kind of wound down on everything that we wanted to discuss and talk about, and kind of give people a flavour of what this might be about. Yeah.
What would I do when we're not playing SOT together?
I mean, if you can understand me, I like to. I'm aware I'm not much of a speaker. There's a reason why I made a newspaper rather than a podcast in the first place. I'm not much of a speaker. I write things.
I think you spoke very well and very elegantly and eloquently.
I swear every second sentence.
And elephantly.
Elephantly.
And alphabetly and
alphabetly.
Other words.
And on that keg, Yeah, we
On
can
that
wrap up
case.
this.
Wait,
podcast.
okay, hold on.
Who gets to wrap it up?
If I covered a Billy Bragg song, could we use that?
I don't know the cover laws in the UK. Your obsessive Billy Bragg. That's something we can dissect another time when we
Maybe
discuss
we can do that
songs.
in another.
Yep, sea shanties. There we go.
Sea shanties.
Yippee.
But until then, I've been the main host, Empress Jessica. I've been joined by
DeadEye Dray.
And Dammitbelle.
And
sadly,
we'll see. What do you mean, sadly? Hang on. We'll see you all another time.
You'll hear our wonderful voices.
Or will you?
In the future.
And you'll read our amazing articles.
Right, new issue coming soon. I pinky promise. Mwah, love you.
By the time this podcast comes out, we'll hopefully be in another one, at least.
We've got to write another one, so you know.
Yeah, we'll have to write one for the anniversaries, you know.
I was going to say, actually, I shouldn't be saying this because this will take a while. And people are going to be like, oh, new issue coming soon, but there might not be at the time.
Nope, more issues. Issue every week. Here you go, chat.
No, not every week. If we did an issue every week, that'd be really bad. Because we'd just be writing stuff for the sake of it. At a point. And no one wants that.
No. Needs to actually have.
I mean, apart from people who read this, but they're not reading the private tier. I don't think.
Well, you never know. Maybe there is that crossover we haven't considered.
I mean, I hope not. That's not the demographic. You're not part of the. If there's any readers listening.
Well, but we can. If you go to multiple pages, then you could do it. No, I'm not going to say this.
No, say it.
We're not having a page free girl, thank you.
Page free pirate.
No. No.
Well, Matt, let us.
There's going to be minors reading, Dre.
If you've somehow
Carl
made it to the
Embo's
end,
kids read it.
True, yeah. Sorry.
if you've somehow made it to the end of this, do click the like, the sub, all that stuff which I meant to say. Apparently, it actually does work. So you know. And if you have anything you'd like us to discuss, throw it in the comments. Heck, we can even read out comments on this as long as they're not filled with too many bad words.
No, give us all the.
Please don't
give us some of the bad words.
Please don't give us too many bad words.
Don't say slurs. No slurs, please.
Anyone?
The privateer is an all-age paper.
All-age paper for everyone. As much as Belle swears.
I do swear a lot. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, I've got a lot of editing to do.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Good night.
Until next time.
Goodbye, everyone.